Uruk, is that for project management professionals, ultimately this will save time and ultimately will create efficiencies, and those efficiencies ultimately will save money. So can you elaborate on that a little bit, just for the project management professionals that are trying to understand the kind of ROI of a tool like this?
Sure. If an organization today, and I'll give an example, that's actually a real life example. If an organization today they've been hearing about project management, but they don't have a proper management system in place, and they want to start. Where do they start? Typically, what they start is, there's something called PMO. So let us start. And there are many organizations nowadays promoting PMOs, and some of them they're good, and some of them are just there for selling certification. So organizations said, okay, sure, I want to start a PMO, with the idea that the PMO, the project management office, would build in the project management system and processes in place. Now, if a company go out and hire a consultancy or a freelancer to do this, usually to build a PMO in the company, often enough the PMOs are not built properly. They are only built in more of interface reporting. Maybe, there are different type of PMO out there. A lot of the PMO fail because they end up focusing and fail quickly. Because they are focused on maybe just reporting and policing. They're not really offering the processes and the enhancement and the methodology to manage a different type of project within the organization. Now, some of the PMOs do that. They offer the methodology and they do. However, if an organization, let's say a mid-sized company, an organization, private or government, want to implement a project management office, a lot of the data out there, and I'm talking about mid-size, we're not talking about a mega conglomerate, right? We're talking about a good-sized organization, a ministry in Saudi Arabia, UAE, or maybe a Department of Transportation in a state in Canada, or province in Canada, or a state in the US. They want to establish a project management office. Usually the process required, usually, and again, I cannot give you exact number because it very depends on the size of the organization and the type of the project they want to handle. That would probably require few people, 3 to 5, maybe 1 to 5 people, depend on the size. And that could take 6 months to a year. And they might not build the full PMO. Well, today with Uruk, a company that accepts that what we are building is world-class, is definitely built and according to global leading practices. Obviously, we need to talk and we need to convince them of that. But if a company feel like, yes, definitely Uruk and what SUKAD offers, they do have already built in. Technically, within a week, they can start using it. So they don't have to wait a year, right? So instead of waiting 6 months to a year to have a system in place, and spending probably $1 million, again, depend on the size. It could be a few $100,000 to a few $1 million. They can start immediately and just pay subscription fees. And if they're not happy, they can cancel anytime. There is no major investment, upfront investment in terms of cost or time. They can start immediately. Now, of course, today they will have to take our standard model. But if they say, Mounir, look, we like what you have, but we want to, our method is slightly different or somewhat different or whatever the case might be, then we can probably spend a week with them to understand their processes as they want to implement. And we will, I'm absolutely sure that most of it will match what we have, but maybe they use different name, different terminology. So we might be able to spend a week or 2 or 3 maximum in discovery and talking to them, depend how big the company is, and understand what they want, and then maybe take a few more weeks to develop a tailored solution for them. Now, why can we do it very quickly, right? And it will be a digital solution, not a solution on paper, right? Why can we do it quickly? Because most likely all the component they want is there. We just need maybe to change maybe some of the workflow or change some of the authorities, like, on the stage gate who have the authority to approve. So most likely, we can, within anywhere from 2 weeks to 8 weeks, maybe 10 weeks, if I want to be conservative, we can give them a tailored method that fits their need. However, they don't have to wait for that because they can immediately start using what we have, and then we improve and adopt as we move forward. So in that case, we can work in parallel while they are, we spend a couple of days to train, to onboard them and train them on use what the existing. Our team could be doing exploration to look at and collecting their feedback and doing this. And actually today, just yesterday, we had a request for proposal for a company that want to do a digital solution, cloud-based solution for their project management operation. And our approach would be for them, if they're willing to accept ours, we might be able to save as much, because they have a lot of stuff they want, we might be able to save them significant time and money in terms of initial investment. And again, not counting the opportunity benefit that come as a result of starting to use a ready-to-go system now, instead of waiting 6 months to a year. Now, that is in terms of onboarding client. In addition to that, I mean, many organizations do not have organizational systems. So right now, they are basically what we are giving them within Uruk is the organizational system ready to go. So in a way, like we are giving them PMO built in already. So there are significant savings in terms of cost and time. Again, not only on onboarding, as they manage project as well, because we have developed in Uruk, we have developed the lifecycle model, we have developed every stage deliverable, have the templates in there. They will have example. As they start to use, they will be able to finish project in Uruk. They will be able to copy, paste, and modify for future project because everything is digitized. Every document for the project, we provide them templates. And then once they become complete on their project, they can use for future projects. So that significantly can expedite them planning future project. That means every project can save maybe 20, even 20, if not more percentage in terms of management, project management. And I'm sure we don't have evidence right now because we don't have actual case studies, but I'm sure they will be able to save more than 20 to 30% of their project management cost to manage project, to plan and manage project. In addition, because the systems are in place and all the processes, the flows, they don't have to worry about tailoring every method. They don't have to worry about creating the method with every project. That means that free time we give them, we allow them to become more creative and to be able to focus on doing the best they can to come up with the best technical solution for their project and deliver it. If we can help them not to worry about the project management aspect, or at least minimize their concern and effort. And these are some of the, I think, powerful feature that would definitely help anybody onboarding for Uruk.
Thank you, Mounir.